the graph of f of x is given below. So what I want to do is I want to be able to sketch f prime of x. So I'm going to give you a technique that I use in order to sketch the derivative function, okay? So what I like to do is I like to think about where's what, okay? So where is f of x positive? Well, f of x is positive for values of x from here to here, from -3 to 0, and then from 3 to infinity, okay? So here to here, so x values in this domain here produce a positive output, okay? Where are x values negative? Where are they negative at? They're negative here and here, okay, for this cubic looking graph here. And so that means from, looks like negative infinity to -3, but also from 0 to 3, okay? And then the last question is, where is f of x equal to 0? F of x is equal to 0 here, here, and here. So -3, 0, and 3. Now, when I'm talking about the derivative, what I need to think about is the slope of the tangent line. So where do my slopes turn from positive slopes? So let me do, I'm actually think I'm going to do green for positive, okay? At least that's what the stock market does. And then I'm going to do red for negative. Okay, so I'm going to do red for negative. So where are my positive green slopes and where are my negative red slopes? Well, it looks like they're positive coming up, 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 up to right here. And then it kind of levels off. Okay. And then over here, so after it levels off, it's negative, 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 negative to right here. And then what happens? We turn again and we're positive, 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 positive. Okay? So, where are we positive at? We're positive from here to here and from here to here with our slopes. Okay, so we have positive slopes there. And where are we negative at? Well, it looks like we're negative slopes from here to here. So at this value right here, we have a slope 0. And at this value right here, we have a slope 0. So those kind of cut, those are our new intercepts, okay? So our derivative function is equal to 0, so our slopes are 0 here, so that means that we're going to be at 0 right there, okay? Now, we said it was negative through here, so I'm going to put little negative pieces, little negative signs to represent the graph is below the axis here, okay? And then we said that we were positive here, so I'm going to put plus signs for where we're positive. And I want you to do the same thing, put the little plus signs there, okay? So the question is, where is the derivative positive? Well, we're positive from negative infinity to what x value? To the 2 value. And then also from 2 here out to positive infinity there. Where are we negative? We are negative for values of x between 2 and -2. The slope is going downhill here, meaning my graph here is going to be below the x-axis for values of x between -2 and 2. Okay? And so what does that tell me? The derivative is equal to 0 at these two x values here, -2 and +2. Okay? So whenever I go to graph this, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put my intercepts. So where is f prime equal to 0? It's equal to 0 at -2 and +2. Now I know that it's below the axis for values between -2 and +2. Okay? and it's above that axis here. So let me do this. So it's negative here, and it's positive here, okay? So the positive slope makes a positive output. The positive slope makes the positive output. And then the negative slope part here makes the negative output there. And you think about it, the steepest point, the steepest place where it's most steep in slope is at x equal to 0, and that's the lowest point on my graph there, okay? So the steeper negative it gets, the further down you go, and so that's why this is the lowest point right there. That's where it's the most steep, okay? And so what's happening here? Why is this working the way it's working? Well, if we think about it for 2 seconds, here, that slope is like a positive 10. Here, that slope is like a positive 5. Okay? Here, the slope is like a positive 2. And what are we doing? As we get closer and closer to this x value here, my slope goes from 10, my output goes from 10 to 5 to 2, and all the way down to 0 when I get the horizontal line there. Okay? So it's literally working its way down. The slope here, the slopes are becoming more and more like 0 as I get closer to this value here. Okay? So my values okay? And then as I work it going this way, it gets steep, 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 and then it kind of levels off. All right, so that's kind of the idea there. So hopefully this gives you a little bit better understanding of how to sketch the graph. And we're going to spend more time on this in a later section, but it's just a foreshadowing video for you.